Well, religious groups are standing up for Afghan Christians who could be forced to leave the United States, according to World Magazine. They're calling on the Trump administration to let some 300 Christians from Afghanistan stay here. The administration is seeking to curtail the use of the Temporary Protected Status program. It keeps some refugees from being returned to their home countries if they face danger. Christians in Afghanistan face harsh persecution, including death. In one North Carolina church, some 22 members who are Afghan Christians have lost their legal status. Well, thousands of Afghan refugees are stuck overseas after the administration paused a resettlement program. After a 90-day review period ended this week, some are calling for the program to be restarted. As Charlene Aaron explains, many of those waiting to come here were left behind when the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan.
A number of refugee groups are scrambling to assist those seeking safety and protection. Many of them Afghans who helped the U.S. military during the war there and had already been approved to come to America.
Those allies supported the U.S. government and the U.S. military in those countries, and there was a matter of trust, and I really trusted. And they promised that they would be brought to safety. But if that door is closed right now, I don't think that anyone would trust the U.S.
Mohammed Dad-Saweri once worked as a language assistant to the U.S. military. Now trying to help others leave, Saweri says it's heartbreaking how his fellow countrymen have been abandoned after being promised entry to the U.S.
I not only know there are Afghans allies that are stuck in Afghanistan, and they are living in a very, very risky situation under the brutal group that we fought for 20 years there.
Several agencies sued the administration over the pause, leading U.S. District Judge Jamal Whitehead to issue an injunction saying the executive branch does not have boundless discretion to suspend refugee admissions. The Trump administration later terminated contracts with several resettlement groups. After reaching out to the State Department about its Afghan relocation program, CBN News received the following statement. At this time, no final decisions have been made. The department has paused all U.S. government relocation flights from Kabul to third country processing platforms for Afghan refugee and Afghan special immigrant visa applicants until further notice. Since 1982, Integrated Refugee and Immigrant Services has helped to resettle people from Afghanistan, Somalia, and other dangerous places. Maggie Salem serves as the group's executive director.
A lot of folks would understandably not think about the families of these allies. Those families, even extended families, are at risk.
Sean Vandiver, founder of Afghan EVAC, a veteran-led nonprofit, says the U.S. could never have accomplished its mission without the support of Afghan allies, work that put many of them at risk from the Taliban.
Without the help of local staff and local resources, we would have lost scores more American lives. These people saved us. These people protected us. These people believed us.
This pause has stalled flights from Afghanistan for some 40,000 Afghans already approved for special immigrant visas. Vandiver points out they have already gone through extensive vetting.
Before they come here, they get a whole bunch more vetting. And then once they arrive here, they get a whole bunch more vetting.
Meanwhile, Salem and Saweri say those seeking to resettle here have much to offer.
The story of America is the story of people bootstrapping, right? Like, you come here, it's really rough. If they came as an engineer or a doctor or a nurse or a carpenter, they want to be using those skills here, and we need them to.
And I really hope that the administration revisit this program and reconsider their strategies, so hopefully they can come to the safety.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News.
Important reporting. Thank you, Charlene. Gordon?
Very important reporting, and it's just yet another blow against the Afghans who stood with us during that horrible war. It's one of the great marks against the Biden administration, the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. The number of people that were killed in all of that, and then the complete abandonment of the people that supported us during the war. And now you have Afghanis who are actually here And the Trump administration is looking for ways to send them back, which is, in my view, a pathway to certain death. There shouldn't be this broad brush on, these policy decisions. You have to nuance it based on the circumstances for each group. And to say to a group, well, you've been here and that's been really nice, but now it's time for you to go home, just really doesn't make any sense to me. If you want your voice to be heard, one of the best ways to do it is call your member of Congress, call your senators, and there is the Capitol Hill switchboard. And let them know how you feel and ask for them to now lobby the State Department for a change of the policy for these Afghan refugees. This is time for us to stand up and to say, no, this is not right. This is not the America that we want to live in. This is against everything we think, everything we believe. That we want the poor and the tired and those looking for freedom, we want them with us. And here they are already here, and let's make sure our voice is heard. So there's the number on the screen again, 202-224-3121.